Hey guys and gals, how y'all doing out there today? Well, I finally did it. I bought another Spyderco knife. Honestly, I had kind of really just given up on these guys. One of my last videos, or it was the last Spyderco video. It was for the PM2. That one had problems from the factory, and I lost patience with it. I traded it off, and someone got a really good deal on a Spyderco paramilitary, but I didn't want it anymore. It just didn't excite me. I just didn't enjoy the knife anymore. So I decided, you know what, get rid of it, get something I want, and I'm going to be done with Spyderco, flat out. I was going to be completely done with these guys. Well, then I saw that this thing was released. Really kind of an ugly looking thing, honestly. At first, I was not impressed. But then I started looking into it a little bit just because I love knives. Even if I don't intend to buy something, I'll watch reviews and read up about it. And a lot of people were really excited for this knife. Well, I figured, alright, I'll go look at it. And again, the first time I held it, I was not impressed. Second time I got to hold it, just because I was curious again, I fell in love. I don't know what happened between the first and second trip of going and, being able to see it. But something did happen, and this thing is in my pocket a lot now. I gotta say, I'm a fan of Spyderco once again. And let's just go over this knife, and we'll talk about the things I actually like about it. Let's close this thing. The only thing... I'm not wild about this pocket clip. I do like a lanyard hole that's a little bit higher up, but I understand why they wouldn't be able to necessarily fit it in there as well. Whatever, I'm over it. I do like the fact that this pocket clip is actually stonewashed instead of, mirrored or, painted black if it'll focus anytime soon here. Whatever. Like I said, it's actually, now it kind of focused. There we go. It's actually a stonewash clip, matches the blade very nicely, and I gotta say, I do appreciate it. It's pretty much a standard style clip. I've never quite seen this end on one of these, but whatever. They work very well. They keep the knife in your pocket. It's never gonna be a problem. And, yeah, this is pretty much a winner. I love these handles. I mean, love these handles. Just textured, or not textured, but contoured G10. Just so nice. If they did this with the paramilitary, I think it would be a big win. I think that, honestly, if they were going to upgrade the PM2 anyway, I think they should try and do something like this. Whatever they don't, you can get aftermarket scales, but I don't want to have to do that. And I'm not that big of a fan of the knife in the first place, so I'm not going to go out and spend $100 on a set of scales. The one thing I really did like from the PM2 is the compression lock. It can get you a really fall shut type action. I'm being kind of gentle with this one just because I don't want to hit my table. So yeah, I'm not going to fling it shut too hard and possibly, risk sticking the tip into my nice table here. Like I said, it gets you a nice swing shut action, and once I took this apart and cleaned it, it really did improve the action on it. A lot of people have been saying these, for some reason, just need to be cleaned from the factory to really run nicely. The hardware has either been upgraded or, like I said, in my last Spyderco video, they stopped using the red Loctite, which I know they were doing, but it almost does seem like this hardware is, the screws and everything are harder now. But, like I said, it could just be the red Loctite. I don't know. A lot of people were upset that this wasn't a front flipper. Like, why didn't you just extend it just a little bit? Guys, it doesn't have to be a front flipper. I mean, it opens real nice with the thumb. Let's see if I can do it left-handed. Not well. You can front flip it if you're practiced at it. It's not the easiest thing to do. There we go. But like I said, with using the thumb hole to flip it out or roll it out, or spider flick, except with my left hand, because I cannot do it. I've been trying and trying and trying. For some reason, I just can't do it. It works very well for opening, and something Spyderco always does very well is the jimping. Never had a problem with Spyderco jimping. It holds you in, it locks you in on the top of the blade and in the finger choil here. Just great. It's not going anywhere. Alright, then you got a 3.6 or 7 inch blade total. You got about 3 inches of cutting edge, which is fine. I don't feel like I'm lacking anything. Yeah, it's very ergonomic. You can really choke up on it, and it does wonderful work. Now, the thing that really pushed me over the edge on this knife, honestly, the whole reason I was kind of interested in it. See this little line here? You can kind of see it when the light is just right. It's actually a flat on the top. Now, I like to use the Lansky Deluxe sharpening system, and you have to clamp your knife in. Well, you could do it on, like the PM2 or the Manix. Ow, just poked myself. But you have to do it back here, and then you got to do it on a weird angle, and then you can't get this area of the blade done, and it just did not work well. With this, I can at least clamp on the knife out here, and I should be able to get an actual good grind on it. Really looking forward to sharpening this one. It is CPM S30V. A lot of people say it chips. I've never had a problem with it. That's just my usage. I've had it on, other Spydercos, Benchmades. I've never had a problem with it. And I'm not super hard on my knives, but I definitely do use them. Also, another thing, it has a nice point. A point that isn't going to break on you unless you're abusing the damn thing. It's with the Manix and the paramilitary 2s, I was always afraid I was going to break the thing off at just doing normal work. I thought I was going to break it off. I really wasn't a fan. Yes, it's very precise for good, precise work, but I would rather have something with a little bit more of a tip. Overall, I love this thing. This thing has been in my pocket a lot since I've got it. I've had it about a month. I have stropped it. It has brought back the edge very well. I guess I don't really know what to say. I was kind of really surprised by this one. I really had given up on Spyderco, but I'm glad I gave them another chance. Alright, we'll go through some size comparisons here, and we'll get out of here. As always, the Benchmade Griptilian. This is a full-size Griptilian. It is much smaller in handle length and blade length. Thickness, let's take a look at that. Yeah, Griptilian is still going to be thicker. And this one's no slouch. This is actually a pretty thick handle, especially with that Contour G10, but so comfortable. You know what, and let's bring out another popular Benchmade. This is the Benchmade 940. Very similar dimensions, at least lengthwise, to the Griptilian. Again, shorter length of handle and blade. Also S30V. So like I said, I've used plenty of their S30V, and like I said, I've never had a problem. And we'll bring out this one. Another big tactical blade. This is the ZT0095. It is going to have a shorter handle, it looks like, or at least it's going to be very close. Definitely going to have a longer blade and cutting edge. But, you don't always need to have something big and murdery like this. Sometimes this is honestly the best for the job. Alright, guys. Before I forget, there's one other thing I wanted to cover on this. The price jump. Sadly, Spyderco MSRP went up. You were able to find this knife between like $140 and $150. The $140, you're usually finding it on sale. But, like I said, you get it for a decent price. Right about the same price as, something like your ZT 566. You can get these for $140. Or, yeah, let's call it a mid-high range. It's a good price. Sadly, now these are up in the $180, $190 range. This thing is still very good. I'm not sure I would buy it at the $180, $190 range, though, to be perfectly honest. That's just me. I do very much like the knife, and I'm glad I got it when I did. But I'm not sure I could justify... Ooh, dropping it. Not sure I could justify the money for this at that price point. Just because, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of Spyderco. And, yeah. I don't know. Jeez. My left hand is horrible. Let's just stick with the right here. Alright. Like I said, for $150, great. For $180, I think it's still good. I think you're probably, worth it, especially if you're a Spyderco fan. But, yeah, still a great knife. Alright guys, thanks. If you could, please like, share, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and we'll see you later on. I'm hoping to get back to my normal pace of video making with the holidays being over, and I work for Amazon, so hey, got plenty of work throughout the holidays. Alright guys, take care.